is National School Sports Week. My son, he's got his school sports day, if weather permits, on Friday. There's been a new study that's revealed that despite half of adults believing that sport is important, 1 in 10 parents admit writing sick notes to regularly get their children out of PE in school.
Yes, I must admit I did used to forge sick notes.
Did you?
Well, not from the doctor, obviously. I'm sure that's a criminal offence, but I meant I used to forge sick notes from my mum to say I couldn't do PE when I couldn't be bothered. Anyway.
I was at boarding school, that couldn't happen.
Oh, goodness.
Just come and get you through your room.
Well, just 38% of parents are aware that children aged 5 to 18 should be active for 60 or more minutes every day, which is a 10% drop on last year. Well, one charity, the Youth Sports Trust, is trying to work with families, schools and government to ensure parents are better supported when it comes to understanding the benefits of sport and keeping active for their children's future health.
Well, we're delighted to be joined by Alison Oliver, MBE, the Chief Executive of the Youth Sport Trust. Alison, thank you for joining us. Right, so talk to us about this then, because give us a bit more detail on what this is all about.
Oh, well, thanks ever so much for having me. National School Sport Week has been going since 2008, but it's becoming more and more important with every year that goes by, and particularly after the last 2 years, that National School Sport Week is a week where we raise awareness of the important place of play and sport in every child's education and development. But importantly, just linking to those statistics that you mentioned earlier, school sport and physical education need to be a place where every child belongs and not an alienating environment where a child would want their parent to write a note to excuse them from it. So the week is about celebrating all of the benefits that come to young people when they are active, when they play and when they take part in sport, everything from their physical and mental health to their understanding and development of human relationships, particularly important in a increasingly digital age, but right through to their ability to concentrate, to focus in class, improves their memory and their cognitive performance. So we want young people to be able to enjoy it more, and we have to do more to make sure it's an inclusive experience. But at the same time, we do need parents and carers now more than ever to understand we're staring in the face potentially of the next pandemic, one which is characterised by inactivity in young people, impacting on their physical health, their mental health and their social well-being.
An obesity crisis, people eating too much and doing too little.
Yeah. How do you... I mean, there is a reality, though, isn't there? I remember being at school and, some people just didn't like sports. They didn't want to be active. It's a choice that they had. But, my point is, how do you force a child who just simply doesn't like sports, who doesn't want to get active, doesn't want to do PE, how do you force them to enjoy sports when they simply don't?
It's a great point, actually, and I sort of have empathy with both of you because we do need to move. We're human beings. We're designed to move. It's a really important point and part of our physical development, our ability to get on with people and our mental health as well. But you can't and we should not force children. What we need to do is engage children in things that are fun, embrace friendship, embrace creativity, focus on what we call physical literacy, the development of the confidence, competence and motivation to move, developing those sorts of things through our physical education curriculum. So children don't feel that sport and physical activity is something that's uncomfortable or not for them. Those sorts of attitudes tend to be born out of experiences where the focus is too much on the end result, is all about winning and being the best rather than being your personal best. And often today, we find that where teachers and educators and parents talk to children about what they do enjoy and build the curriculum or the activity in the home around what children do enjoy and find fun, that's a really good way of getting them active.
Oh, I think you're being way too nice, Alison. When I was young, I just pushed you out there and get on with it. And then then it gave you the edge and forced you to be competitive in life, which life in the end is sort of a competition. Alison, thank you so much for talking to us. That's Alison Oliver, MBE, the Chief Executive of the Youth Sports Trust. All you like sport.